We've got a few side quests left. Let's get to them, I guess. I actually want to do this one first. Hi, everybody.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
Here to help me pack? Thanks, but I'll be traveling light. I'm almost finished already, in fact.
You're really going to go through with this, then?
I am. But before I go, there is one small issue I'd like your assistance with. Well, two, in fact.
If it's within my power to help you, I will.
It's the children. I refuse to let them share in my disgrace. And if I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship would see them ostracized forever. But I can't take them with me either. I can think of only one place where they are certain to be safe, and provided for, and loved. The Hideaway.
Of course. The children will be more than welcome.
Thank you, Clive. I will not forget this.
Lubor, are you still here?
What is it, Ferda? You look pale.
There's been a flood in the Velcroy, a damn big one. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in ether.
What?
Every last one of the bastards has turned, and they're headed this way.
Bandits are one thing, but Akashic bandits are quite another. The town guard won't stand a chance against them. We need to evacuate. There's no time to lose. Ferda, gather the men. The Akashic may strike at any moment. We must make ready to cover the townspeople's escape. Well, what are you waiting for?
Yes, my lord.
Clive, change of plan. The children stay with me for now. I need you to find Conrad and Natalie. Tell them to prepare for a full and immediate evacuation.
Understood.
I'll do what I can to convince everyone else. Wish me luck.
Yeah, good luck.
What's an Akashic? Lubor told me they're like people, but even meaner and scarier.
Oh.
You have to listen to me. They're coming. You need to evacuate.
Know your place, bearer.
Fine, die. I don't care.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside? It's driving away.
What's the...
Ah, it's you.
Me.
What do you want, Lord Underhill?
To pass on an important message. There's been an ether flood out in the Velcroy. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been swallowed. They're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic now, and they could be here at any moment. You need to begin preparing for a full-scale evacuation right away.
Oh, do we? And who was it who gave you this disturbing news, might I ask?
Wow, you don't want to believe me.
Lubor, perhaps. The man spreading the same poison out in the square as we speak. You may believe his lies, my lord, but we know better.
But why would he lie about something like this?
Some twisted attempt at revenge, perhaps. If he had not been unmasked, he may well have been elected our leader. A great honor for one of his kind. One he might well feel aggrieved at having been denied.
Lord Underhill, forgive me, but it has become all too evident where your sympathies lie. Lubor cannot be trusted, and neither, therefore, can you.
You may not trust me, but for the sake of your people, ask yourselves if there is any chance that this is true.
There isn't. You can be certain of that. Now be off with you.
Oh,
You're
okay, I
making a
tried.
mistake.
Goodbye.
It's no use. Words will not move them.
Then we must find another way to ensure Dalamil's survival.
I mean, do we
Right.
have to?
Let's speak to Lord Furder.
Fetch!
I mean, can we just evacuate the people that are actually on our side and just leave everybody else to die? Because I'm more than welcome to that.
I think we'd better shut up shop for today. Give people one less thing to throw at him.
Oh,
What's Lubor raving about now?
What commotion is this? I asked myself. A sudden stampede of customers towards my humble stall? No. It was a stampede of customers away from Lubor's.
What's the point in encouraging people to have a bath to raise their flagging spirits when they're sure to be crushed again the moment they get out?
alright, can,
Good day, my lord.
oh. I'll take this.
An excellent choice. Fare you well.
Lord Furder.
Sid, what's wrong?
Nobody
I went
wants to
warn
listen.
Conrad and Natalie about the Akashic, but they wouldn't listen. They've convinced themselves that nothing Lubor says can be trusted.
The bloody fools.
Which means the town guard can't be counted on for support. But I can. If there's anything I can do to help you defend Dalamil, you only have to ask.
I appreciate it.
Sid! Further! I've been looking for you everywhere.
Victor? I thought you'd left.
I couldn't abandon a friend in need. And Lubor is in need at this very moment. Come quickly.
You have to believe me. The Akashic are coming. They don't eat. They don't sleep. They don't tire. And they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There will be no parley, no mercy granted. We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
You should run!
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run! Far, far away!
Just go on. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes!
Go on, then. Just go.
Lubor.
Wait, someone's coming.
Stop! You're hurting him!
Oh, look, now you did hurt the children.
What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad?
And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that?
Whose men make sure the streets are clean so
all your boots don't get dirty. Who spends all day, every day making sure things run smoothly round here? And none of you ever say thank you. Ever.
But did Lubor ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling?
He keeps this whole place going. And you act like it doesn't even exist.
Lubor, we've heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
We won't run, but we will fight.
All right, then. Fine. Gather round if you don't want to die.
Allow me to explain the situation. The ether flood occurred near the village of Cheratina, deep in the Velcroy. The place had been abandoned for years, until the League of Outlaws decided to make it their base of operations. Now they're all turned, and if the scouts' reports are correct, heading in this direction.
They are mindless monsters, driven only by hate and rage. And they are utterly unpredictable. With the bandits, we at least knew how and where they were likely to attack. When these creatures come, Dalamil will have the bitterest fight it has ever faced on its hands. The town guard will muster at the north gate. The rest of us will take the south. Both forces will provide men to serve as scouts and messengers, ready to spread word of the size and nature of the Akashic force as soon as it is spotted. And as soon as it has been, we will converge on its position and see that it is driven back from Dalamil at all costs. Conrad, can I count on the support of the town guard?
Always.
I leave the selection and coordination of the messengers in your hands, Victor. And the command of our men in yours, Ferda. If you would both be so kind.
Consider it done.
As you wish.
Natalie, I would ask that you and your people have the townsfolk barricade themselves inside the bathhouse. And tell the merchant not to waste time securing anything beside the essentials. Preserving life is our one and only concern. As long as we survive, it doesn't matter what trinkets we might lose. Our riches can be regained. And if anyone doubts that, let it be known that the Briar's Kiss stands ready to cover any losses.
Very well. I shall tell them.
Where do I fit into this plan?
Where else but the most perilous place of all? I would like you to travel to the home of our erstwhile League of Outlaws, Cheratina itself. The main host is most likely still there, and Dalamil will not be safe until it is eradicated, root and branch.
A little gardening. How pleasant.
I doubt it. I have a feeling these weeds will be particularly stubborn.
Luckily, so am I.
So you are. All right then, we all know what we have to do. Now it's simply a matter of doing it. For Dalamil.
Well.
Looks like everyone's ready. I'd better not keep them waiting.
Count yourselves lucky, guys. I would have left y'all asses to die.
Good. That will keep some of them out.
Any man sighting an Akashic is to raise the alarm immediately. The messengers will see that our entire force rallies.
Oh, ow. Get everything ready. Ooh. Oh wait, can I get over there?
There it is. The flood.
But what's waiting for us inside?
No, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. Okay. No. Okay, bye. Settle. Hello, knock knock.
We can't leave a single one alive.
Be gone. Whoa. What is that? gargle.
The League is disbanded. I should get back to Dalimil and see how the others fared.
All the Akashic we were able to find have been dealt with. Seems that might be the last of them.
Last of them here, perhaps.
Lubor, Sir Clive has returned.
Clive! What news from Charatina?
It's done. Root and branch.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been driven back. The Akashic have been defeated. And we need not fear the arrival of any more, thanks to Clive. Victory is ours.
We bloody did it!
We saved Dalimil.
Lubor, allow me to apologize. After all you have done for this town, we should never have doubted you.
But we did. And for that we are truly sorry. We only hope that you can forgive us.
We need you, Lubor. Dalimil needs you. So, if you would still like to be considered for the position of mayor, you have our backing.
You do remember that I'm a bearer, don't you?
We do. But that is not a stain on your character. It is a stain on ours. We thought only of what we perceived bearers to be, not what you truly are. The
Look at
man
that.
who saved
That's what we call
Dalimil
character
twice
development.
over.
I see. But I will only accept your proposal on 2 conditions.
Name them.
Firstly, that you will both do everything in your power to rally your people to my cause. If the Town Guard and the Merchants League do not accept my leadership, it will be doomed from the start. Unity is the key to defending Dalimil, and I do not doubt that we shall need to call on our combined strength again. When that time comes, I will expect us all to pull together, just as we did today.
Of course. You have our word.
And secondly, you will accept that if I am to lead you, the mistreatment of bearers must end here in Dalimil. Any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same rights as any other citizen. They will not be judged by what they are, but who they are.
As we failed to do, and came so close to losing everything.
We agree to your conditions. And we have only one in return. That you continue to work for the good of Dalimil, as you always have.
Condition accepted. Well then, it seems my mayorship is all but confirmed. Do I get some sort of special hat? How fickle fate can be. Not so long ago, I had resigned myself to leaving Dalimil in disgrace. And now, I find myself her leader. Here. For everything.
Lubor. About the children.
Fear not, you are of course relieved of your responsibility. I would sooner face another horde of Akashic than see them brought up as outlaws. I'll make sure they're safe here.
I don't doubt that you will. And not just the children. but everyone in Dalamel.
I'll do my best. Can't have all your hard work going to waste.
Aww. Collect 6 signboards. Cool.
I shall devote my every effort to creating a haven for man and bearer both. Just like a certain
there they are,
someone
the
else I know. Someone to whom I owe a debt of gratitude.
Well, I certainly didn't expect it, but Dalamil seems more united than ever. I'll have to redouble my efforts to bring Costness under control. Can't have Lubor showing me up again.
Nobody move. Nobody move, okay? A Durgle? There we go, look. A happy family photo! There we go. Hey, children. How do I get up there? The children.
I knew I was right not to give up on them.
Oh. I didn't know what that was. I was like, thank you, Pupper. Hey, children.
Everyone's happy again. Just like they were before. No, Wrens. Everyone's even happier than they were before. I knew Lubor would make a good mayor.
I was actually expecting one of them to use magic at the end. Oh, that would have been something. Alright, we are complete in the desert. God dang it. I hate when I do that. Okay, the desert's complete. We still have side quests in this area. Still got side quests there, though. Complete side quests, but there's still hunts. Alright, so let's head back here. I have a message. I guess it's from Lubor. Memories. Oh. Oh. I'm not foolish to believe that a single shaming at the hands of town urchins can dispel a lifetime of hatred built up in one's heart. Just as a pot cannot be made clean by removing of its grime. It takes effort, persistence, and more often than not, a stiff brush and bucket of lye. But more than that, it takes time. Fortunately, you had the courage and leadership to grant us that. We must now decide whether to embrace or waste it. A wise man once said, "The night is always darkest before the dawn." It's a good thing that I count one who burns so bright amongst my friends. Alright, let's see what we got. Trial and error. Nobody's tool. And Three's company. Aiming high. And okay. Oh, ma'am.
Sid, do you have a moment?
Yep.
By all means.
I mean, not really. The end of the world
It's
is
my
here,
old
but...
master. Seems there's no escaping her. She found some way to send me a letter. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless. Bearers no one would miss. And even better for her, bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Waloed, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, but we travel together. And we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register. A name from my past. Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. A gifted soldier, and the closest thing I had to family. The thought of him held captive in that place.
He must be very important to you.
He was. Is.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit Walls, just beyond the portcullis. We should head there as quickly as we can. I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
As do I, Doris.
Alright, one at a time. Oh, hey, it's the little Coliseum place, huh? Shame. Would have been very interesting if we got a Coliseum. But this is fine too.
Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dark. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Kashyyyk. I need to hurry.
Hi. Get out of here.
Stay down.
Quiet. Choo-choo!
There were no guards, I take it.
Like this is a
None
trap.
at the gates. No, it's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with the Kashyyyk. Most likely guards left behind when the wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet, but let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether's thickest there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not. We're risking a lot just being here. Keep my eyes open for signs of life.
Huh?
Locked up tight.
Oh, okay. Fine. Weird. Getting overload hereby designates this facility a prison for the detainment of bearers for foreign and domestic. The purpose of the facility is to rear and train a Kazu beast for deployment in the field. The actual purpose of the matter is secrecy. Captive bearers have been provided solely for the pursuit of the purpose.
So this place was no ordinary prison.
Oh dear. It was a
I doubt they'll
coliseum.
have taken the creature with them when they fled.
It was kind of a coliseum of sorts. Hi. Yeah, that's excuse me, Torval.
Stay down! It's over!
Because it has long been recognized as special aggressive species, that's being the case, it was something that's like a deployment on the battlefield, it might mean casualties. Now you have a feeling it's a behemoth.
Minimal loss if we're looted lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
That's saying something. Recent supply shortages have left us with insufficient resources to feed the Kazo entrusted in our care. Fortunately, the creature has observed to kill and consume bearers assigned to fight beside it in mock battle conduct as part of training. The beast was then further observed to enter a state of visible containment upon feeding in this way, suggesting that live bearers may be a perverse source of substance. While this behavior is unexpected, it is not unwelcome. Bearers no longer have use for training purposes can now be repurposed as required.
They were feeding bearers to it. This is even worse than I'd feared. Nothing but a caching down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
It's a behemoth. No doubt about that. It's a behemoth.
Have care.
Have trained.
Stay down!
Have care. Oh, hello. Excuse me, Jill. Have care. There's a firebird. Incoming bomb.
Stay down!
Dorothy, where are you?
No luck downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents, and it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even. And those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
This sucks. The depressing fact is that we get happy side quests, and then all of a sudden we can just whiplash from depressing side quests. It's great. I love it. We're having a good time here. Oh, we went all the way around. Fine.
Let's see what we can find down here.
Death and destruction, possibly? Oh, I don't want to go. Oh, yeah, let's just go in there. Oh, hello.
A survivor.
It's a child.
She sounds close.
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Of course there were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. He must have been terrified.
Did Chadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he? He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
Was that?
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
On it.
We have to run.
You're safe now. We won't let it hurt you.
It's out there waiting for me. I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
You want to poke, like tap fish through the glass? Interesting. You want to just like do a stick going. They swim fine. There was a hole in the gate, so I guess I'll just go there. Hi, sir. How you doing? I'm gonna have to kindly ask you to stop eating people.
The beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison.
Down you go. Ow.
Help me, boy. To me, boy.
There's a good boy. There's boy.
It did. We're good. We did it. Nailed it.
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
I'm fine.
All in one piece.
I think.
Is your friend dead?
No.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years, we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
There's so much food in the hideaway. Sometimes, in my cell, my tummy rumbled so loud that Chadwick would sneak me some gruel from his bowl. I miss him. He would have liked this place.
Oh, child. Don't worry, you'll be okay here. Oh, there's a hunt. I never noticed this spot. We got a gift.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Come to claim your just desserts?
Mm-hmm.
Here you are.
Obtain all available items for your patrons. Huh.
All done?
What do we got? Oh, God. Christ, we're probably gonna die. Okay, the Waluda army captured such beasts to try to train and serve them, but this particular specimen's training has long since ceased. Whether his captors trained in Kashyyyk or the rest of their commanders were eaten by their pet and broke free, all we know is that none are left alive. But where is it? It doesn't even... I'm guessing it's... Why do I always do that? Huh. Why is there still a quest there? Alright, the hunt is here. However, couldn't tell you where. Could be over here. Alright, we're looking for a behemoth. That's an S rank. We're gonna die. It's a behemoth. That's an S. Never mind, I found it! Oh. Well, yep. Make sure I got the right one. Alright, let's go. Ooh. Hey, why did his eyes flash? Behemoth King! Yeah. Love that.
Another of the royalists guard dogs. There's less mercenaries too.
Wow! Oh my god! This is a bad idea!
Waken winds!
Come on down! nope, 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 nope. Ah, not again! Help! Ah, the fire!
Nice try.
Wow! Oh! Woohoo! This is what? This is worse!
Too slow.
Could you chill? You've got to chill with this! Again. Help!
Too slow. Nice try. Yeah, I needed that. To me, boy.
Oh. We did it! Yeah! Woohoo!
No match for you, eh, Torgal?
Oh, baby! We're on fire now! Oh, the more the infinite breath! Woohoo! All right. Let's see. Oh no, I need 6,000 to master that. Ooh. So I would like that one. Sure, I haven't tried some of these. I still don't understand what that one does. But oh well. Let me look at it. Hello, bombs. You are my... Alright, hump board is still a quest there. That's fascinating. Has to be one of these then.
Still alive, are you?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Even after that. Oh, okay.
Is that all?
So what do I owe the honour? Sangforian, do you?
Well.
Anything else?
Nothing I can make. Alright, Uncle, what you got for me?
Hmm?
You're settled on this plan of yours, then. I am.
Huh.
You never were one to shy away from a fight. Some might say it runs in the family. Your father would be proud.
Thank you, Uncle.
I know he'll be with us up there.
As for down here...
You may take comfort in the knowledge that the realm will be in my capable hands until your return. Oh, dear God. Indeed.
Clive, my boy!
Oh my
Rutherford
God.
informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved. But such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many. But in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes? But such cases are few and far between.
And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Cool.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle. And he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course. But the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent.
Oh,
Thank you, Uncle.
Oh, God.
No. Thank you, Clive.
It's like a rainy, lazy day.
Him, I tell you. The Crown Prince of Sambrek. Though I suppose he's the Emperor now.
The Emperor? Here in our hideaway?
Now, don't mind him. I believe you.
It's right out there. It's one of those lazy, rainy days today, and I'm like tired. Oh, Lord. Yeah, that's what I need. I like this one. Let's take a couple in case we need to go out. You doing good, hun? You doing good, sweetie? Hey, what do you need?
Sid, I was wondering if you could help me.
Yeah.
It depends what with.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Curse Breakers. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but why this one?
Because he wants to be a scout. Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword. But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his boots.
Sounds reasonable.
So you're happy to oversee the boys' test, then?
Sure.
One can never have too many scouts.
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial, and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
How can I help you, Clive? Don't push yourself too hard, Clive.
Oh, it's the children again.
What do you think happened to Miss Middledore?
Uh-oh.
I heard she was kicked out of the university.
Hello, children. What are we doing?
Sid, you have to help us.
With what? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No. Well, yes. But that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Middledore. She's been acting strange. Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
That's what I said. In the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
Not long ago. Right after she got back from saving you from Stoneir.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way there and back.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really should be more careful around Miss Middeldore's inventions.
Says the children who's been taking them apart.
Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
But who's gonna put Miss Middledore back together? She seems really sad.
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us? She's in her dungeon.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning.
Hey, hon, how you doing?
Mid, if you have a...
No.
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along!
Okay.
If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will!
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it.
Oh no, she's
The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them? But not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. But if a godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it.
Godfather of a ship.
First, I'll need oil, and not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the Tub and Crown. Refined stuff, like they make in Ordill. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the curse breakers will know where you might find some.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
That's true.
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
They make an oil down at the docks in Ordill that's as slippery as the sea nasties they render it from. With that and the bone I told you about, I shall be able to finish the prototype.
Fascinating.
Has Middledore mentioned a new project yet?
Not exactly. She seems preoccupied, but then again, when isn't she?
Fun. I gotta clear the hump party. Got anything to say about that? Did I ever tell you about the time?
You're not from the forest.
Oh, I'm in the forest, certainly, but which
Well,
forest?
which forest?
I can't tell you that. It's a secret, Kupo.
Then what were you going to tell me?
Nothing. I was just making sure I hadn't said anything I wasn't supposed to.
And if you had?
You don't want to know, Kupo. Alright. Look at that, we're all done! Woo! Anyways.
Alright, Sid. Come to buy us around, have you?
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project. You've encountered your share of beasts on your travels across the realm. Any ideas?
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em hard enough and they'll break. If it's durability you're looking for, shell will serve you better. You know what an adamantus is?
I do. And I know to give them a wide berth. Will any old adamantus do?
Well, with shells, the older the harder. There's a rumour of an ancient adamantus down in Karava, near Old Bidza. Or what's left of the village anyway. But don't expect to make quick work of the bastard. There's a reason it's lived as long as it has.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Twinside's hundreds of leagues.
I read Gav's report on Stonehair. Only wish I could have been there to see the Mother Crystal fall.
It's just a shame it wasn't the last. Assuming that thing looming over the mountains is a Mother Crystal.
Oh yeah, okay. One piece at a time, I guess. Wait, isn't this the village that was destroyed?
Mid's oil. After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all.
Hmm. There we are. What's here? Oh,
This should be
goblin.
enough.
Alright. Oh, the desert. I was all like, huh. And now we're complete. Except for there. Okay. Well, I guess Travos is closest. Is there a chocobo here? There are chocobos.
Good girl.
Faster!
Here we are again. Karava. If you were a tortoise, Torgor, where would you hide?
I'm right there. Joshua would be like, I am speed.
You deserve a rest. Looks like we found him.
To me, Flames!
Ow. Oh, Joshua. There we go.
I better get these materials to Mid so she can finish her prototype.
Okay.
You won't find a finer array this side of the strait. May Gilbert smile upon you.
Do you see that too?
Don't worry about it. It's nothing.
What is it? Oh, please, just make it stop.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's all right.
It's nothing. Absolutely nothing to worry about. Everything is fine. But they're like, I'm kind of left because like, now y'all people are worried about the end of the world. Not when the first crystal got destroyed 5 years ago. That's kind of funny. I forgot, why are we going here? Oh, this quest.
It can't be Rutherford, can it?
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal. Oblige him.
This won't take long.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him.
Like some paper cut? Or not? Hey, let me do this. actually can't. There we go. Not sure how much I like this.
To me, boy.
However. Get out of here, you stupid healer.
A little longer than I'd have liked.
Sorry, I was trying to test out something. Didn't work out too well.
Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis. Or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am. Or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dhalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals. But those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well, we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps.
I'm flattered. But I'm no diplomat either. And I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Is that so? And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Well, beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
My Lord Marquis, your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
and I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience. Someone like Quentin. I hope I can convince him at least.
Quentin! Okay, let's see. Oh dear God. Okay. I want that. Okay. Let's see. What else could we use? We could wait. What does this do again? Temporary to recover from any ability. I don't know what that does. However, okay, I don't need that. So let's. Alright, I think we're good. Quentin! You good? He's just ready to throw hands. What's up here? Oh, it's just another way to get through here. Oof. Y'all want to stay here, but that ether is just right there.
Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose. You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
Aww.
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long. My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape. Nazaire might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
Right there.
I'm nervous.
Well met, Sid. This is the initiate. Ember, present yourself.
Hi.
Your service, Master.
Please, just Sid. There are no masters here. Your life is your own.
Oh, of course. Thank you, Sid. The sergeant says you'll be evaluating me at my trial.
To become a scout, yes. You are aware of the dangers inherent in that role.
I am. But I swore I'd face them. Just like the man who saved my life.
And who would that be?
Gav. It was him who found me and freed me.
Aww.
No magic, no support, just one man and his nose. Came and sniffed me out. It taught me what one man can do if he puts his mind to it. And I've been training ever since, so that one day I can be someone's saviour, just like Gav was mine.
Aww.
I'm sure he'd be flattered. You clearly have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusions. Stick to this path and you'll make a fine Cursebreaker.
So, what? Have I passed?
You haven't even started yet. Now listen. Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there record all their sightings in a logbook. You are to find it and bring it here.
And bring it here, right. Anything else?
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost and stealing the logbook would be quite sufficient. You'll need to assess the situation, determine a point of entry, create a distraction and effect an escape, all without being discovered and thrown into an Imperial oubliette.
Ember.
Oubliette.
Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On my way. All right, Ember. Impress me.
Oh, okay. I was like, how am I getting up there?
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
that a coral? Have I been up here?
These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready.
No, he's not.
Or maybe not.
What happened?
Damn it.
Oh, dragon.
Ember, draw your sword!
I can't!
Then run! If you want him, you'll have to go through me. Fire and flame!
Woohoo! Well, that worked out well. Good, Ember?
Ember, are you?
Gone.
Of course. Scouts really are a rare breed.
Nice, Ember.
Back to Northreach it is then.
Nice, Ember.
The garrison said they'd take another home.
Wait, he's not here? Oh, God.
I didn't expect you back so soon. Where is Ember? How did he fare?
I thought I'd find him with you.
Wow,
He
he
must have fled.
actually ran.
I followed him to Eastwatch, where I found him being set upon by a wild Avis. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. I had to step in and take care of things. But by the time I had, he was nowhere to be seen. I assumed he'd set off in your direction, but apparently not.
I'm sorry, Sid. I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but he seemed like...
The right man for the job? I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
Eh? How did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
What? Wasn't that what you asked me to do? To bring the thing back without getting caught?
He has you then, as heir. And he did it all on his own.
Wow, use me as bait.
He did what he thought was best. And now I have to decide whether I agree.
Of course. We'll await your evaluation back at the hideaway.
Wow, he used me as
Don't
bait.
you leave my sight.
Yes, Sergeant.
No more using people as bait, though, please. That's not quite appropriate.
This won't be an easy decision.
It's not quite appropriate to use people as bait, if I'm being perfectly honest. Alright, and now everything is here. And then there's one more quest after all this. Hopefully. One more.
Uncle, I bring good news.
Beep, beep, beep,
The
beep, beep,
Field
beep,
Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha!
Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution, and I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his, but yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
Oh, hello.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with Akashic?
You find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. 2 such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
What kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
Criminal? How dare you?
Oh my god.
You are not
Boys.
fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw.
Once
Boys.
more onto the breach.
Boys, come on now.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes, and I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands. but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will. Well, my boy, the stage is set.
That it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall. And there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
Sorry, can't take you where you need to get to, but the Argo and me will be waiting when you get back.
What do you think that thing is?
How am I gonna deal with it? Arson.
There's something about it.
You should have seen him. The thing didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, neither did you, I hear. Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back, Sid.
Yes. Welcome back. Trip wasn't too much of a pain in the arse, I hope. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial. But from what I hear, things didn't go quite as planned.
No, they most certainly did not.
I mean, technically he did it. I'm fine with being used as bait this one time. Why do I actually get to choose this? Do you know what? I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt that he will learn his lesson.
Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his aim. And is that not what we ask of our scouts?
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest appraisal, Sid. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him from the jaws of peril. All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more than a liability.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless. After all, he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conch and a half. Wouldn't do to waste it now, would it?
Fine. One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
I trust you.
Daft as a brush, that one. But his heart's in the right place. Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long. That time the curse breakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
It couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off. Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
Forgive me, Sid. This did not play out as I expected.
It's fine. Things happen.
Things really do these days. But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best out of a bad situation. Remember that.
I will, Sid. Thank you.
What do you mean, new quest available? What do you mean, new quest available? I'm gonna die! Here you go, mid.
Mid? Tell me this is all you need.
Aw, you make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me
Adorable.
This is all you need.
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realised I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0. And a cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Though, that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
Wait. The children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would the... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog.
Hey. Hey, about
Has
that
Midadol
cogwheel,
mentioned
do y'all still have that?
Sid, is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's fine. She's just busy working on her next project.
A new invention? What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you three can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales.
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember!
Adorable.
We saved it, just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find. All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
Oh my god. Children.
That's good to know.
Look!
I love them, they're adorable.
I found it!
I will adopt every last one of them.
Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about your hoard. Just in case.
Thanks, Sid.
There you go.
Well, did they have it?
Among other things.
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? He's perfect! You're a genius, Clive.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own. But with the right cog in the right place... well, you just wait and see. That should do it.
Aww.
Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes. Children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my Mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it isn't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Oh, I love her. She's so adorably cute.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
Oh, she gave me the model airship.
What shall I do with your model? You spent a lot of time on it. We both did.
What, that old thing?
Old thing? You
Not
just
healthy
made
to
it.
cling to your failures, Clive. They'll weigh you down, you know.
Sound advice.
Still, I suppose my prototypes will probably be worth a fair bit when I'm as famous as Bart's the Builder. Seeing as you're always strapped for coin, suppose I can give it to you. Just make sure you get a good price when you do come to part with it.
I'd say that was up to you as much as me.
Need something?
Why would I ever part with it? Couldn't you have chosen somewhere a bit more down to earth for you to chat with Ultima? Then I could have come with you and finally made a name for myself instead of sitting on my ass while his Imperial Fancy Pants gets all the glory. Oh, Dion. Imperial Fancy Pants!
Make a name for yourself.
Without the Enterprise, we wouldn't have saved Jill, we wouldn't have made it to Ash, and wouldn't have escaped from Stone Air without it. Oh my god, okay, I'm fine. None of this would have been possible if you have not followed your dream and kept your promise to Sid.
You better bloody had to and all.
Or I'll be having his name back. Give it to Gav, maybe. Or Jill. Aye, definitely Jill.
Enjoy it while you can, Clive.
Cause once that crystal's crack, I'm gonna do as I plan. Won't be easy turning my back on my dream it chased so long. But the best thing about dreams, they're never in short supply. For cute talk, feeling like I'm the only one who ever set her sights on the skies when maybe there might be someone.
Imagine that, eh?
Hey, maybe his Imperial Fancy Pants gets back. I can't ask it to calling him Imperial Fancy Pants.
Until then, though. Try, Clive.
Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Hi. What? Who are you?
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid.
Do I know you?
May I have a moment?
Of course.
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Herman.
Hello, Herman.
I've been with the Cursebreakers for some time now, and I wish to be deployed to Ash.
Why? It's
Any
dead.
assignment will do.
No. The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. Something important. I was raised in an orphanage. The Badbach Conservatory. Or rather, I was held captive there. It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer children into mindless weapons. We were tortured until we feared no pain. Tormented until our hearts turned to stone.
Oof.
And few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
I can't imagine.
I lost so many. I can't even remember all their names. But they must be remembered. They cannot fade away, faceless and forgotten. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured, every name recorded, every death logged with meticulous care. Sid, allow me to travel to Ash and recover the registry so that my brothers and sisters might live on.
You were a good friend, Herman. But the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Sid, please. Even should it cost me my life.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Bad Bach and find the registry.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Vie de Grace. Hidden in a forest, overlooking the plains.
All right. I'll see what I can find there.
May the mothers guide you.
So, there's a new mother.
Oh, that's like small. I guess the chicken laid some eggs. I think it's Gav. Imperial fancy pants. That's not gonna get old.
You alright?
Something troubling you?
No more than usual. It's just... Etta's baby will be coming soon, and I wanted to make something for it.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Back in the north, families would always make gifts when a bairn was on the way. Yeah, let the little tykes know they were welcome in their new homes, like.
So, what's the problem?
Well, the problem is that Etta's due any day now, and I don't know if I'll be ready in time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
You know, there just might be.
All right then. What exactly are we making?
A good luck charm. But not just any good luck charm.
Not just any.
Of course.
No. One made from the feather of a silver chocobo. There's naught lucky in all the realm, or so we used to say back home anyway. Thing is, they're hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen check with their suppliers, but nothing. I try and track one down myself, only...
Only the big day is fast approaching. And that's all you need, a feather.
That or the bird whose arse it's attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with traveling traders plying the northern borders.
Well, there's no shortage of those passing through Martha's. I think I might make that my first port of call. I'll let you know if I find anything.
You're a good friend, Clive. I won't forget this.
I guess ambrosia doesn't count. Alright then. Alright, we got one more we need to get. Well, two more. I'm gonna assume that last one over there is the thing you get from the trials. Alright. We're hopefully getting done. Good lord.
Let's hope
Hey,
one of the merchants here has what Gav needs.
have you seen a silver chocobo?
Excuse
Apparently
me.
mine doesn't count.
I'm looking for something.
Oh, well, then I'm your man.
A silver chocobo feather.
Oh, or maybe not. Though you're not the first to mention the bird around here. There was a man stopped by the rest not long ago claiming he was attacked by a silver chocobo near some gutted hovel not far from Eastpool. Most took him for a braggart and a liar, but who knows? Perhaps there was some truth to his tale.
We'll see. Thank you.
Hello? Somebody else?
Just because the heavens have gone to Rackaroo, you know.
How do, traveller? You've the look of a man who could do with a new whetstone. Or perhaps a bawdy etching of the Vicerine.
Maybe another time. I'm looking for a silver chocobo feather.
If that's the case, rumours are all you're likely to find. No one has seen a silver chocobo for years. Word is they were all hunted for their feathers. Some northern nonsense about bringing good luck. Didn't bring them much, nor their bows. If any are still out there, I reckon they'll be doing their damnedest not to be discovered.
You're probably right. Thank you anyway.
Look, Daddy. Shining so brightly.
It's not pretty. It's dangerous. Hello.
Can I help you with something?
Have you seen
You
a
wouldn't
silver
happen to
chocobo?
sell silver chocobo feathers, would you?
I deal in fruit, not fancies. But if it's fancies you're after, I suggest you try Rhiannon's ride.
Was a silver chocobo seen there?
Oh, yes. If you believe the ravings of a madman.
It wouldn't be the first time. A silver chocobo sighted in the hills near Rhiannon's Ride. It sounds almost too good to be true. But since I'm already here...
Yeah, if you could have my chocobo feather. Sure, Ambrosia won't
Fly,
mind.
Ambrosia.
Can hardly make it up.
Someone's brave.
Yeah, these are the trial thingies.
Quiet.
Alright. Forward. Echoes.
Tracks. We're not left by bandits for a change.
Now listen, little chocobo, we don't have to fight. Just give me a feather.
More tracks. And these look fresh. The chocobo was here. And recently. Perhaps it still is. I don't hear anything.
What's got a nest?
Well, I'll be damned.
Oh.
It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. Just borrowing a feather for my friend. Thank you. Let's get this back to Gav before they change their minds.
Weird. Then they look just like Ambrosia. Why couldn't I just get one feather from her? He's just not aware that he has a silver chocobo. Okay, yes, okay, let's see, where are we going exactly? Ah, that way.
Caution, brother.
Far trade. Oh, hello. How are we gonna up here?
We're not alone.
This must be the orphanage. Hopefully the registry is still here.
Oof. And probably something else.
Conditioning. This is nothing short of torture.
20 sandbags for dirt saturation. The furnace. Yeesh. The Kino Roller hereby incorporates Juno bearers prevent the trainees succumbing to the crystal's curse or otherwise perishing are to be disposed of with all haste. The graveyard is strictly reserved for the uncursed. Bearer disposal within. Wow.
Disposed of. Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place. I need to find that registry.
I recently learned that my own daughter was among the children that turned to stone by the brutal training I subjected them to. Had I not so much as thought of her as intending her over to the authorities as a babe, but inquiries with the military confirmed it. It was her. I had been torturing my own flesh and blood. And now I see her everywhere. Today, one of the children smiled at me in hopes of receiving a few scraps from my table. It was her smile, the smile that she inherited from her mother, the mother I killed for giving birth to a bear. Their ghosts have come back, all come back to haunt me, my daughter, my wife, all of them, all those children, so many have died at my hand. I bear the guilt no longer, and so I decide that tomorrow that I too must die. It will be the last order I give those poor wretches, the last torment I subjected to. I will command them to tear me limb from limb. Oh God.
This reads like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out. A forked white tree. This must be the place. Could he really be buried here? There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see.
Grave robbing.
This must be the registry.
Oh. God. Hans, 10 years old. Lithification. Alfred, 9 years old. Succumb to conditioning. 12. Lithification. Emancipation. Discipline for attempted flight. Discipline for attempted flight. Succumb to conditioning. Succumb to lithification. Emancipation.
So many names. This place was a slaughterhouse.
God, all of Waloed was a slaughterhouse.
Where is the architect of all this misery?
Oh.
It was only a matter of time, I suppose. This place is cursed.
Dude, Waloed just freaking sucks, man. Oh, big guy caught me. The big guy caught me. Stop it.
Let's try.
Oh my god, I'm trying to get the smaller guys. Stuck in a grave! Stuck in a grave! Help!
Too slow. Nice try. Enough.
Phew.
I'm done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman.
Oh my god, are we actually finally done? Am I done, guys?
It was no trouble at all.
Still, I appreciate it.
Ember?
Clive, you're back. How'd you get on? Any luck?
Any luck, you say?
Crystal's crack. Is this what I think it is? Where in the hell did you find it?
It's a long story.
Right there on the road to Eastpool. Who'd have thought it?
Everything up there's been abandoned for years. The empty cabin made for the perfect shelter. Though I fear my presence may have forced the poor creatures to look elsewhere.
Don't blame yourself, Clive.
The blight's right on Eastpool's doorstep. They'd have had to move on before long, even if you hadn't have turned up. They'll find a new home. Trust me. After all, that's what us endangered animals do. Anyway, what matters is, you managed to nick us one of their quills before they could run off. And now all that's left is to fix it to the carving.
I didn't know you could carve.
Reckon there's a lot you don't know about me. Like the fact I'm as good with a whittling knife as I am with a sword.
Aw.
And that bone Ember gave me's a dream to work with. What did you say it was from again? An Avis?
But it weren't your Avis, Sid. I slew one of my own at last.
Oh, good,
So those
Ember.
long nights in the pit finally bore fruit. I'm proud of you, Ember.
Go, Ember.
Don't speak too soon. I ain't done my trial yet.
There we go.
Oh, it's pretty.
What do you think?
I think if you ever hang up your scouting cap, you'll be able to make an honest living.
Now will I? I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give him my best.
Oh, Gav.
You can give it to yourself. Come on.
Aw. Imperial fancy pants. Oh, Etta, how are you doing, honey?
Ah, me lords.
How are you feeling?
Well, thank you. Is something wrong?
Wrong? No, nothing like that. What it is,
Go on, please. It's beautiful. Did you make it?
We did. It's from all of us here at the Hideaway. Your new family, like. It's a good luck charm. We may come up north when a band's on the way. I mean a baby. To let him know that they're part of the family too. Oh, I hope you like it.
I don't know what to say. I thank you, me lords, for everything.
If there's anything you need, just let us know.
I will.
Clive, fancy a swift off? I'm thirsty.
I could be convinced.
Aww. Oh, yeah, she is.
Don't you think you've had enough?
Oh, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
You know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times.
Aww.
Wasn't long after me 10th name day. My mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over. What with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother. Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister. And then I didn't. Me whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was. Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'd rather be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
Come on,
you
Gav.
finished?
Maybe.
Gav.
Do you know why you're our best scout? Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learned from it. And here you are, after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword.
Oh.
I may have had one too many.
Go take a nap.
you may have had 10 too many.
10?
I said I was thirsty.
You had yourself a little pity party, didn't
Get
you?
back to work anyway. After I walk this off. Clive?
What is it?
Thanks for, you know.
No problem.
I know.
Aww.
One of these days. One of these days, I swear it's gonna be me who drinks you under the table.
If by under the table you mean retching on my boots half the night, I reckon one of those days was yesterday.
Ha ha. You think you're so funny. But just wait till we crack open the bottle I left in your chambers. That stuff's strong enough to burn the horns off a behemoth.
Sounds like I'll be needing some new boots.
I love him.
Do you think they'll come back?
Do you think we'll come back?
Yes, they will.
Hark. I would talk to her, but she's in the middle of conversations with them instead. Here is your registry.
I hear that you traveled to Ash, Sid.
Yeah.
Did you by any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
Yep, and I'm depressed about it.
Yes.
If I may, the bearer registry. The director was a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body, nor any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces, like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning, never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive, when so many others died in that awful place?
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you. Sid, I'm going to write a book.
Oh, we're all just writing books.
The horrors of Badbach, and the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering, and in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you.
And that does it. I think. I hope. Are we good? We're done? Holy cow. We finally finished. All side quests done. All hunts done. Everything is as it should be. Alright. Imperial Fancy Pants, are you ready to take to the skies? Yeah, of course, I just got one more to get. Which I'll have to do that on my own. Aw. What? You didn't think I was just saying the stuff about hunting my engine, did you? When do you know? I've already found I've already a fine spot picked out and everything, but you're gonna have to go on a grand adventure. You'll. Oh. Alright, then. We are officially finished. With every little thing. It seems Walu would really suck to tell you that much. I mean, I really like this because it makes a little shield. However, having another damage dealing thing would be very nice. Alright. Hey, Jill. You ready? I mean... we have all our business taken care of. All that's left is to go kill God. That always works out for us, right? We'll be fine. We got his Imperial Fancy Pants with us. Oh, this is gonna go horribly. I just know it.